Hi there, and welcome to an update. Now it is, we are in the first third of November. So last video I got my counting wrong. So I finished treatment for HSCT stem cell therapy for my primary progressive multiple sclerosis, and I completed that at the beginning of April. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. So basically I am pretty much exactly 6 months from completing my treatment. I hope, if I've got that right. That is 7 months. 7 months, you fool. You can't count. Ugh. Sorry. I thought it would be a good time to give you an update, particularly because I have just returned from Moscow. It was my school half term, and I have returned from Moscow where I had a follow-up MRI scan, a six-month scan after finishing my stem cell treatment. Why did I go back to Moscow? Well, when I had an MRI scan in the UK in February of this year, before my treatment, it showed that I had 3 lesions on my brain and spinal cord. And I then went, I think about a month later, to Russia to have my treatment, and they gave me a scan at the beginning of the treatment, and that scan showed that I had 11 lesions, and that's a big difference. So in 1 month I developed 8 more lesions. Well, I hadn't, but the machine that they used in Russia was a 3 Tesla machine, and the machine in the UK that I had a scan on was a 1.5 Tesla machine. So the resolution of the machine in Russia was twice the resolution of the one in the UK. So it just found more stuff, more lesions in my brain. So then if I return to the UK and hang around for 6 months and go and get a scan in the UK done, then that scan will be done on a machine that's half the resolution of the one in Russia, and will show most probably that I have fewer lesions that I did have, and that will look like I've got way better, that the treatment has caused my lesions to disappear, when in reality it's just not as good a machine. So I need a like-for-like comparison, and that like-for-like comparison has meant that I had to return to Russia, or felt I needed to return to Russia in order to get that fair comparison. So I had an MRI done with dye, contrasting dye, and the superb news is that the treatment I had appears to have worked, and I have no progression to my MS, which means that they didn't find any extra lesions, and the lesions that were there had not grown in size and were inactive. So essentially, that's as good news as I could have hoped for. The doctor out there, Dr. Fedorenko, did say that there was absolutely no reason that this should last for the rest of my life. And that's music to my ears, and of course that's what I want to hear. The pessimist in me says, well, I'm only as good as my last day. So either way, I need to make sure that I maintain a healthy life in both body and mind, in order that the MS that I do have, it's not cured me of MS, but the progression is halted, in order that my MS doesn't raise its ugly head again. So brilliant news. Whoop, whoop. I have received HSCT stem cell treatments, and it has appeared to have worked, and my MRI scan backs up my subjective qualitative assessment that it has worked. I feel better. All of my symptoms are at least somewhat better, and that's fantastic. My big worry is that, you know, the sort of job I do, teaching, is a stressful job, and I'm going to have to, and I've said this plenty of times before, I'm going to have to manage my life in such a way that that I maintain low stress levels. That's not generally happening at the moment, but it's really important that I do work towards that, because this is my health, this is my life I'm playing with. So, you know, I do need to come to some kind of happy medium where I'm working hard and I'm doing the job I should be doing whilst minimizing the stress impact it has on my life. And I don't have no answer to that yet, but it's a work in progress. But I just thought it'd be fantastic to update you on my treatment, and the fact that the progress has been halted, both in my brain and subjectively, as far as I can work out. So there you go. If you have any questions or any comments you would like to ask or say relevant to this, then, you know, comment below. And if you would like to subscribe, that'd be fantastic. Please do so. I always get it's in reverse, you see. So yeah, please subscribe. That'd be really cool. And share my videos on my experience with HSCT, stem cell treatment, and in my case, primary progressive multiple sclerosis. Anyway, take it easy. I'll be in touch again soon about something, no doubt.